Hello. So I just had my appointment and I just got in the car and I wanted to do a quick update. I'm hoping no one walks by me, sees me looking like I'm talking to myself. My follicles are growing. They're just growing like at a slow pace, but they're growing at a slow pace, but they're growing together. So that's a good thing. It looks like they'll probably keep me on medication for an extra couple of days. So I had to purchase some more stuff, which is fantastic. Yeah, so I have probably 2 more days. They're guesstimating probably 2 more days of medication, and then they'll trigger. So it looks as if it's probably going. They'll probably go through with retrieval, which initially this cycle didn't start off really looking that way. There was a lot of it just looked like it was probably going to be canceled, but now it's kind of looking more like they'll go through with the retrieval, and they're thinking probably Wednesday. The sort of news though is that while they're probably going to go through with it, they're likely going to have to freeze my eggs and not be able to do a fresh transfer because everything's growing so slowly, but my estradiol is probably very high, so they're going to have to regulate my body and put me on medication that's going to kind of shut it down so that I don't have the hyperstimulation problem. Because likely I would be hyperstimulated if we went with a live, someone pulling up behind me, if we went with a live transfer. So, yeah, that's positive news, I think. I mean, it's definitely better than them canceling a cycle and me having to go through this all over again. And, I mean, like, you only get, my cycle is government funded, so you only get 2 shots at, stimulating your follicles, and if you're not able to produce anything after 2 shots, then I would have to pay out of pocket for it. It's very expensive, so, I was really hoping that my funded cycle would be, a success, and it's sort of looking maybe like it might be, so I'm just going to keep on praying because it seems to be working. Yeah, so I think those were the main things. I got to see my follicles on the screen today, which was really cool, and I also got to see my my lining, which is very thick, so that's good that's good to know for in the future, when it is time to transfer, because I guess on the ultrasound screen, if I understand correctly, there's 3 lines, and that means that you have a really good lining, and it's the success rate's higher when you have a lining like that. So that was positive news. I feel like I got a lot more positive news today than I have any other time that I've had an appointment. But I mean, it's only half the battle. We still have to get there. Anything can happen. My follicles are still not at a size to be able to retrieve them. So I'm hoping over the 2 days they'll get there. But again, anything's possible, and they could not grow, and they could not get there, and it could be canceled. So I'm just gonna stay optimistic, because everything is progressing, everything is looking good right now. So I'm just gonna go with that and hope that it's going to result in the retrieval, which will then result in healthy eggs, and then from there, healthy embryos. So I'm okay with them freezing them. I don't want to put my body at risk. It can become a very dangerous situation for me. And like I said in my last video, the chances of you being able to house a baby with your estradiol levels being so high is reduced. And she sort of you know, confirmed that in the appointment today. I kind of asked about it, and it's definitely not the optimal situation. So I don't want to rush things if it's going to put myself in harm's way, or if it would put the embryo in harm's way. So I'm okay with that. I'm feeling good, and I just wanted to give a quick update while all the information was fresh. Okay, great. Bye.